This vid's about why you should and shouldn't date me, and yeah, I'm going to take off all the distractions and why you should and should be friends with me. Now, I didn't think I'd make a video like this, but someone was suggesting to me, you got to show people what you're worth. You got to show people what you can offer, and you got to sell yourself. Now, I've been single for 1 year, and I've realised the things that I could have done better when I was in a relationship, and I look at the things that I do now. I have a lot to offer someone in a friendship and a relationship. Now, if you can share this vid with, some of your single friends, that'd be great, because I think I need to sell myself. Alright, first up, I've got a license, which means I can go and drive and do whatever I want whenever I want. I've got a license, and most men don't, for some reason. I've got a good income, which means financially I'm stable. I'm a property owner, which is another good thing, because not many people can say at any age that they own a property and it's fully paid for. I can. I can say that I'm absolutely drug free and smoke free. I don't touch drugs, I don't smoke, because I think it's a waste of money, and I don't want to have filthy habits, and I barely drink. I'm fit. I do exercise every day. I'm hardworking. I'm intelligent. I'm loyal. I'm faithful. In a relationship, I'm a very good partner. I think I'm nice. I'm very affectionate, whether it's to my partner or to my friends, because I've just got a lot of love to give. I'm a very confident person. I know that, I'm not ugly, despite what my hair is like. I could have it mohawk, I could have it long, I could have it short, but I don't find trouble picking up. And I think that's a thing that I need to understand more. People always say, you've got a good physique, you've got a good look about you. How come you're single? I guess I just don't put myself out there. I did. If you saw my last video, you understand. I did try to make an effort with someone, but sadly it didn't go through. But I don't blame myself for that, because I look at it as, if I don't work out with somebody, or if I don't if I'm not someone's cup of tea, that's their loss. They're missing out on a great opportunity to be, number one, my friend, but number two, to be a partner. It's not about what someone has or what they don't have. It's how that person makes you feel when you're around them. If that person makes you feel safe around you, then be with them. If that person you just love being around, that's a sign that you want to be around that person more. There's a lot of people out there that always say, and the most common thing is, and I love hearing this because it's a bullshit excuse, they say they're not ready for a relationship. Well, most of them are not ready for a relationship because they know they can't get anyone decent. And they know that most people won't go out with them because they're all a bum, a druggie, they don't have anything. Those are the sort of girls that will say, hey, I'm not ready for a relationship. It's because they know they can't get a decent bloke. So they make up that excuse, and that way, it doesn't make them sound as pathetic as what they are. Which is sad, because no one, male or female, should ever think they're not good enough for someone, because that's bullshit. Everyone is good enough for someone. If someone doesn't want to give you the time or day, that's their loss, not yours. Now, I have a friend that there is no way that she'd ever have anybody, for that matter. And it's not just because of the way she is, it's her attitude. And the fact that she's got nothing to offer. She'll never drive, she'll never work, she can't even cook, she won't learn to cook. And she's not that attractive. So when she says, I'm not ready for a relationship, that's because no one will have you. And you don't put out, so it's like, well, what? Why? You wonder why you don't have friends. You wonder why you don't have any guy attention, just because it's the way you are. Now, for me, at the end of last year, I worked out, how many people I hooked up with, and I was like, that's not a bad effort, considering I wasn't looking to hook up or looking to do anything with anyone. 8 girls. That's, for someone that got their heart absolutely broken, that's not a bad effort. That's not a bad effort. Though none of them were relationship material, but I would have to say that I couldn't be that bad for 8 girls to want to kiss me. So that was, a positive. As for a friend, I'm a really good friend. I'm probably the nicest friend that anyone could ever have. I don't judge. I'm always there for my friends. I look after them. I care about them. No, I'm not going to go and buy you stuff, because a friend doesn't do that. A friend will be there when you need them. And the thing about this is, and I have friends that are in relationships, I say to them, look, I'm happy to catch up with you as long as your boyfriend's okay with it. But if I catch up with you, I want to catch up with just you. I don't want to hang out with your boyfriend. I don't want to get involved with you and him. That's your life and your life only. I say, my parents say all the time, you got female friends, why don't you invite them? And I said, because I don't like their partners they got, and I don't want them coming here. And my parents agree, it's okay to bring a female over, but a male, there's a rule about that. Now, as I said before, my ideal partner, it would be nice for them not to smoke, but if they do, I can understand that. But drugs are a big thing to me, because I don't want to be with someone that does drugs, whether they buy them or sell them or hangs around other druggies. Like my ex and her partner. Her partner, he hangs around people that do drugs. And he hangs around the wrong sort of people. But that's cool. That's who my ex is dating. That's her business. But for me, I want to be in an environment where there's drug free. There's just no, I don't want to get into that sort of environment. People will use the argument, but cigarettes are worse than drugs. And I say, no, crack, meth, speed, ecstasy, all this shit's bad for you. Dope's one thing, but the other stuff, I can't. And it doesn't matter if the girl doesn't work or doesn't drive. If she's a good looking chick, I'm happy. I guess that's, there's always a down and an up. If she's attractive, it doesn't matter if she's got money. It doesn't matter if she's got a license or fucking does drugs, because she's a good looking chick. But at the same time, if the girl, she doesn't have a job and she doesn't drive, and all she has is her looks, I don't in some ways see that working, because it's one thing to fuck each other's brains out and stuff and have good sex, but then you think at the end of the day, well, yeah, she's good looking and all, but why am I the one that has to pay for everything? Why am I the one that has to drive her around? It should work both ways. Now, you as a guy, unfortunately, guys, all they think is with their dicks. They think, oh, she's a good looking chick, I'll just root her. You want a bit more than that. And for me at my age, I would want a little bit more than just that. I would want someone that I could actually be proud to bring over to my house and to introduce to my parents, And when it comes to people that do drugs, I don't want anything to do with them, and I certainly won't bring them over here, because in respect to my parents, I don't want to bring druggies over to the house, because, druggies have druggy friends and they can hit the place or something, you know what I'm saying? And if you get into an argument with these druggy girls, they send people after you. So that's why you've got to be careful who you introduce yourself to. I'm lucky for the girl of 3 months that I was seeing as a friend recently. I'm so glad that she can come here now. And now, I know that's a nasty way of saying it, but, I don't want to be used. And I will not ever be used. My missus would always say to me, you don't need these girls in your life. If they're starting to borrow money off you, if they're starting to ask for things, you don't need them in your life. That's one thing that she told me, you know, like, you don't need that. And she even said, you know, some of these friends, you know, they're not your friends because all they want to do is use you. And that was probably the smartest thing she's ever said, to be honest. I should have listened to her advice. And as a friend, you know, I'll always be the kind, soft, warm-hearted person, because growing up, you know, I saw my mates treat their friends like shit growing up. And when I became churchy, when I accepted Christ into my life changed dramatically. It did get better. I can't explain it because I don't know to this day how I can explain how lucky I did get in life. I could have been a druggie. I could have been a poor bastard. But no, I got put on the right path by the Lord, and, you know, I have everything I have today because of the Lord. And if I didn't go down that path and accept Him into my life, I wouldn't have anything. Believe me, I was one of those sort of guys that would just be like, oh yeah, she's hot, and I'd be like, oh, she's fat, she's fucking disgusting. I was very rude in my school days. If someone was fat, I'd make fun of them. If I didn't like the look of someone, I'd say, you fucking ugly bastard, you know. But I changed because I thought, no, that's not right. You don't make fun of people's disabilities, especially when I used to work with people with disabilities and I used to look after them. And they're no different to anyone. They may be slow or blind or deaf, but they've got a heart. And they deserve to be loved too. And I changed a lot in life. My exes may all say horrible stuff about me, but there's one thing that will stick to every single one of them. They will say, well, he never cheated on me. He tried his best. And this is when I didn't have a license, I didn't have money. I still try to make the relationship work. But then as the years went by, I'm like, fuck, I need a license. I need to get off my ass and do something. Because when you've got a partner, if none of you drive, then it makes a fucking hard difference when you guys want to get out. Or if you want to get away from each other, you know, you can't. None of you can just get off and drive. You don't want to pay for a taxi, but then again, you don't want to invite a friend over because you're getting them involved in your problems. So I was like, you know, one night, when my partner's sister and her friend picked us up, I was like, you know, I'm the man. And I need to get my license because this is not cool. And I got my license. And I, you know, when I started working, I said to myself, I'm going to put every cent away I can so I can buy a house later on in life. And I did. You know, I can't change the tenants that live there now, but, you know, the positivity thing is, I look at it as, I'm getting, like, this, like, my house, I'm so proud of myself because I'm looking at, you know, getting a carport. I'm looking at getting a gazebo for my house, new carpet. I'm landscaping it, and it's going to look really nice. And it's all coming out of my wallet, but it's something to be proud of. You know, my health may not be 100%. And as you can see, if you always look at this bottle behind me here, you can see that most videos, that's not even being touched. You know, because I don't just drink whenever I feel like it. You know, people out there just, all they want to do is get drunk and smoke every night and do drugs. I don't do that. I play Pokemon, I fucking watch, you know, TV. I have a really good life, and every person that has come to this house that says they feel like a princess here. They feel like, you know, they're part of a kingdom. Imagine what a girlfriend would say if she lived here. That's why I say to my mum and dad always tell me, you know, why don't you have female friends come over? Because I don't have any decent ones that I am willing to invite here. You know, I want to be able to invite someone that it's not going to be a random friend, not a random route. I want to have people come here that are close to my heart as a friend or in a relationship. Now, I have some amazing female friends, and which I'd do anything for. Some have relationships, some are single. But the ones I learnt about the single ones is they're very content of no change in their life. They don't want to make themselves better. They don't want to achieve anything in life. And I say to myself, well, if they don't want to do that, they're not worth knowing. Because we all should be trying to better ourselves in life. I'm trying to, believe it or not, trying to lose weight. Yeah, me. I only eat once a day. And you may say, how the fuck do you go without eating? It's easy because when I wake up, it's like, midday anyway. So I pretty much only eat at dinner. I don't buy that much takeaway anymore. I've really cracked down on takeaway, so I don't eat takeaway during the day. So I don't eat breakfast and I don't eat lunch. I just eat dinner. And that's enough to get me through for the next day. It's important to drink a lot during the day. Like for me, Powerade, energy drinks. As long as you get fluid in you, you're fine. Obviously, what you eat, affects your skin. Like for me, I'm lucky I haven't aged. If you look at my back, then you'll think, oh fuck, that's his problem. I got to see a dermatologist about my back. But yeah, as a person, I'm a nice guy. I'm very loving and caring. If you ask for money or drugs or cigarettes or alcohol, I will say no straight out. And yeah, don't ever talk to me again. I will not drive you anywhere if you need to be driven. Especially if you've got a boyfriend and you're asking me for any of that stuff, fuck off. Like seriously, I'm not going to do that for you. Hang on. This is why I say I'm happily there for my friends, because even what time of night is this? It's 1:59 at night. 1:49 at night. Jesus Christ, what's the night gone? Even at this time of night, I'm there for my friends, despite the fact I've got a massive stomach ache. That's the thing you gotta learn about me. My stomach is really bad some nights. Like I can't drive, I can't walk. I took 2 painkillers before. Hopefully that kicks in. You may say, "Oh, haven't you gone to the toilet for a while?" Not really. It's that issue. But tonight, just say it came like a volcano. It erupted and it flowed. But my stomach's still sore, so I don't know what's wrong. I do have recurring bladder infections too, which also come up to my stomach and fuck up my stomach worse than what it is. But I have to live with that. So that and what friends have got to understand is during the day, I fucking hate driving. I don't drive during the day. It's not because the petrol is expensive. It's the fact that when you're driving, you've really got to concentrate, and I have no concentration during the day. And I don't want to be a risk to anyone on the road. Especially if the sun's really bad. Like sometimes during the day the sun will hit you and my eyes will just fuck up and I'll be blind. So I can't really drive that much during the day. If I had a partner, I'd probably, go see her if I had to. As for an ideal partner, it'd be good if they don't live fucking 30-40 minutes away. I have a lot of friends that fit that category that are just too far away, and all I'm doing is just going to talk to them. I'm not going to make out with them or have sex with them. I'm just going to talk, and it's a long way to drive there and then come all the way back and then drive all the way back there. I can't do it. If I'm dating the person, sure, it's fine, but friends have got to understand that you can't use me to go and drive me here, drive me there. Because like I was stating about the girl in my last video, the one of 3 months, it was a long distance to go, 30 minutes to drive to hers and then 30 minutes to come back. And I had to go at her times, I can't come when, I'm free. I have to come when she's free. And I said to her, during the day, it's a no-go zone. And especially at night when it's like the sun setting, it's fucking, And the thing I hated was going all the way there just to talk, and we're pretty much both on our phones anyway. No cuddling, no kissing, just nothing. And you know, the last incident with her, I was just like, I drove all the way just to fucking pick up a cat. I happily shouted her dinner, but then when I had to buy her drinks, I was like, fuck off. You know, that was the whole point, wasn't it? Just for me to drive there, go pick up a cat with you, fucking come back, and then drive all the way just to go get some more drinks and then come back. And I had to pay. I was just like, fuck off. That's what the final straw was between me and the girl, because I was like, I felt used and betrayed. And I know I didn't do anything wrong in that part, but I feel like she's got to understand that she may be a good looking girl, but she has a very bad attitude and she can be very nasty. And I'm sure that I'm not the only guy that she's done this to. Number one, the amount of people she meets off Facebook and brings them back to her house is very scary. You know, and these are the wrong sort of people. What if she pisses one off and they decide to rape her or stab her? That's what scares me about that. And the fact that, you know, she has offered for me to sleep over some nights. For what? You know, if I sleep over, you know, we can't even cuddle or we can't even kiss. I have to stay on one side of the bed and not move for the whole night. Like, I'm a sort of person that, you know, stretches out. I like to cuddle. I like to watch a movie. But the thing is, I can't watch a movie there because all she's got is DVDs there. So it'd be pretty much a boring night for me. And the fact that I'm up till like 5 in the morning anyway, I can't just play on my phone until 5 in the morning when she goes to bed early. That's, you know... But then, you know, you may say, oh, why don't you both drink or something? Yeah, but then I'd have to pay. And I don't really like drinking in general. I will drink... If I'm here, I don't mind having a glass or two, or 3 or 4, but, you know, when I'm too far away from home, I don't want to drink, and then first thing in the morning, go home and drive. You know, I just can't do it. But yeah, thank you for watching this vid. It's been a very interesting vid. I didn't think I could do a vid like this, but now you know a little bit about me. Check out the 4 vids in the corner of your screen now, and check out the one before this one. Subscribe, and yeah, I'll talk to you all soon.